This is the audio version of the book Awaken. So now, after I had to go through what I had to go through, the trials and tribulation, meditation is so deep. I was on a set. This lady had some beautiful pictures, very beautiful pictures at the place, and everybody wanted to talk to the artist. Nobody knew who she was, but then she came. She's one of the extras in the movies, and the movie I was playing in called The Step. It's more about addiction and how people have the terrible drug addiction. So that's what the movie was about. So as we were shooting, first I seen her. I was standing in the doorway, but I didn't come outside at first. It's just something about her. And I had to analyze that at first. So then I came out. And I closed my eyes. And I started listening to her voice. Her voice was so calm and smooth. I just never heard a person speak. And it was just so calm and smooth. It was like, it just put me at ease. So as I'm listening to the conversation, and she was describing to the girl about the art and everything, and what inspired her, and to do all these things, I was just sitting there listening to the conversation, just listening. Then sitting there, so when it came down to us shooting the scene and everything, I started talking to her. And I said, "Where you from?" She said, "I'm from Moscow, Russia." She said, Where are you from?" I said, "I live out here." She said, "No, where are you from?" So me and her started talking and everything. I told her, I said, "Yeah, I said, I'm originally from Jersey City." I said, "I lived all around the boroughs and everything." I said, "Then I moved out here." And she said, "What do you do?" I said, "I teach meditation." And she was like, "Oh." So me and her started talking, and she was just so into the conversation. I never met a person that was like, she was just like so into it. So, I would tell her what meditation was all about. It's becoming one with the Son and one with the Father. And I was explaining to her, the Son is the heart and the Father is the beauty. So you come to the Son, you get to know the heart of the Son. And then you get to know the beauty of your Heavenly Father, creation from His eyes. So I was explaining all that to her. And she was like, "I meditate. Am I doing it right?" She said, and we was talking. Then I told her, she said, "But sometimes she feel like nothing's working." I said, "It all depends on the affirmation you use and stuff." I said, "Sometimes a lot of affirmations is not for everybody." I said, "That's why it's very important for people to understand these things when you're going through meditation, because this is a transformation. You would never be the same again." And so she said, "Do my art, do I meditate? That's why my art come out like that?" I said, "Yes." I said, "You hit the note right on." I said, "You hit the note right on top. You hit the note." I said, "Exactly." I said, "Because only your Heavenly Father can give you that type of beautiful colors to put together. Ain't nobody else can give you that." And I said, "That's a beautiful gift." I said, yes, that is. It's beautiful to transfer art into meditation. It's a very beautiful force, and it's very beautiful to just create something. So she was like, I had a friend. Everybody thought he was weird and everything. He started meditating and stuff. And she said, he's just going through some horrible times and stuff. She said, "Do that mean that through meditation, it would scratch the surface?" I said, "Yeah." I said, meaning that anything you were depressed, anything you was hiding, anything you forgot about, what gave you this addiction. It's so funny, the movie's called Step, and it's about addiction. So whatever you was hiding or depressing, and this is why you was doing it, because of the pain you try to hide. What was that pain you try to hide? I said, yes, everything comes through the surface. It had to come through the surface. You had to be broken to be made whole again. She was like, oh, okay. So me and her was talking, kept talking, but it was so beautiful. The conversation was so beautiful because it was like, we wasn't talking. It was souls talking to souls. Like, she knew who I was. So I asked her a question. I said, I got a question for you. I got a question for you. What do you think about when you be drawing? She said, I don't know if you'd like to answer. I said, I like all answers. I said, just hit me with it. And she said, I just closed my eyes and I just let it all come to me. I said, that's the answer I was looking for. She said, so that was the right answer? I said, yes. Because, see, the answer I was looking for, like I said, we all like beings. Souls recognize souls. See, it was a different type of communication. For order for me to open up, I had to ask different questions. So, second thing I did was, I don't shake a lot of people's hands and none of that. But the second thing I did was I shook her hand. But this time I held her hand for a minute. And when I took my hand away, she was talking to another young lady. The other young lady was walking. And when I took my hand from her, she was like, oh, thank you. Ooh, thank you. And it was like the young lady looked at her like weird, like what just happened. So it was a very touching thing because she knows what just happened. So it was a beautiful thing to go through that, just to sit there and like explain meditation and transformation to people. It was a very beautiful thing. And through that time period, they have these things out here called PFAs. I live in the state of Pennsylvania. So they have PFAs out here. So at the time, I'm going through like my seventh one on me. Yes, my seventh one on me. So at this time, I pay for an attorney, go to court. This time around, me going to court, it was the crazy thing. The judge didn't believe nothing I said. Oh, nothing. He didn't even want to hear my attorney. He just ran her. And it was like, it was the most horrible thing to see. And I kept telling people why I didn't want to go to court. I was like, nah. I said, because for what? I said, they're going to call me a liar to my face. Nah, fight it. Okay, I'm going to fight it this time around. And I'm going to be called a liar to my face. So it was like, then I started thinking, I'm like, how could we protect the kids in society nowadays? We're telling them that speak the truth. But when they speak in the truth, they get crucified. It's like it's very like a complex thing. And I was like, wow, man, this is like really deep. Wow. I got to keep going through the back and forth. But you know what? The beautiful thing was I got to go through this because if I don't go through it, how could I stand up towards anybody? I have to fight this because it's not just, this is bigger than me. It's like more like fighting for the people, brothers and sisters all around the world, not just one state, global. How I look at it, we all one, so we're doing the same thing, dividing and killing each other. And I'm like, from this moment on, that woke me up, and I said, man, it's time to fight these systems. It's time to crush these legal systems because how could it be? How can it be? But they said the Lord protects you. How? You say go to court, plead your case. You do. And every time you plead your case, they call you a liar. So how did this keep going on in the jurisdiction in the system? This crisis we going through, quote unquote, a pandemic, everybody getting scared, but not me. But through this hour in this stage, just to go through something like this, it's like it was the most craziest day. I know a lot of people ask me, how do I go through all this? How do I get through all this? Hey, it's part of the experience through meditation, transformation, body, mind, and soul. So, because I'm awakened, I know the truth. And that's what happened, because I know the truth. So I'm going to have to take it the way it is, but that's not going to stop me. It's not going to stop me from speaking the truth. That's why these audios are very, very powerful and very important to brothers and sisters, because it's all about awakening. I'm awakened to a lot of things. When you awaken, you see the truth. It's a totally different thing. When you awaken, you think about how people took your voice from you. You wasn't able to speak. Now you got that voice back. You're not gonna let people run over you no more. You're gonna stand them strong. You're gonna fight your ground because you're awakened, and your Heavenly Father got your back. It's the most beautiful thing. But He sent angels to protect me. I'm almost there. People think that I'm not in the right position to rise to high places. Yes, I am. See, people, one thing, brothers and sisters, forgetting, Trump is in a chair. Hello. So, is Trump in a chair? What you think gonna happen? You know, that's why I said this is bigger than me. It's the only thing you gotta do. I learned through situations like this. Take this bigger. Take this bigger. If the papers don't want to hear me, okay, cool. I don't even got time for the paper. I'm taking it to Trump. See, it's more bigger. It's more bigger. Because then that's the right power to investigate everything and see what's really going on. Because these things shouldn't happen. Nobody should have to go suffer and through this pandemic too. So how could I protect my kids? Watching my kids go through something like that and I can't protect them. What can I say to them? You know, see, it's like more of a mental thing when they do things like that. But at the same time, when you're in a relationship, like, all right, in a relationship, this person's another color, you're another color. Over that, I'm never a bigot, but I'm just breaking it down. Over that, and you have kids by this person. Imagine how the kids suffer growing up in life. You see what I'm saying? So it's a very mental thing when you have to do something like that. And I tell you one thing. Yeah, it was crazy. But I guess all this had to happen. It had to, because I'm in a movie now. Yes, I'm in a movie. So, yeah. So, in this same day, and that's like, when this happened, I think I got a PFA put on me on, let's just say, Friday. That's how fast. Friday. Monday, I went to go see my mom, and then ran into these people shooting a movie, and then wound up knowing the director and everything, so we clicked real good. And that's where it all started. That day going to see my mom's. So, from that day on, I was in a movie. See what I'm saying, brothers and sisters? It was meant for all this to happen. So, going through this, it even pushed me more. I said, hey, right now, through this pandemic, I can't get good writers and everything right now to try to put this together. Then I started listening. I listened to a lot of Trump audios, to his books, and that gave me an idea. I said, hey, Trump did it. I'm going to do it. Right now, people ain't got time to read, but people got time to listen. So I said, you know what? I'm going to just do these audios. And then keep the audio just going. You know, just keep it straight, real. Not adding nothing to it. Yes, I wake up. It's like a different atmosphere. You know, I never thought I would be living out of my office, but I'm blessed to have an office, because I thought about, hey, if all this went down, what would I really be? Yeah, I got family and stuff like that, but I'm a type of person, I don't like to put burdens on people. You know, I got to figure this out myself. Even though, yeah, I'll go stay for a couple of days, but I still have to figure this out myself. So I don't want to bring that type of vibe, because when you're going through so much, you don't want to bring that type of energy to other people, because you want to be at peace. You want to be able to enjoy their company. That's what it's all about, enjoying their company. And now I'm a type of person, people get mad at me because I shut down, and I have to explain to them it's not that. I just don't want to bring that type of energy and force around you. You're not ready for this. So I have to, disappear from people and sit down and think this through, what I got to go through in life. So I have to sit there and think this really through. And, so my main thing, it was never backing down. It was fighting. And, through all my teachings, I said, it's the legal system. The legal system got to change. You got to change the legal system. You got to do this. You got to do that. And this is what, it's so funny. Now I'm turning around fighting the legal system. How ironic is that? So I'm glad my Heavenly Father trusts me to do right things. He put the right person in the chair at the right time. Another king just like me. So, yeah, you got Trump in the chair. The same thing they're doing to Trump, they're doing to me. So you gotta feel special and blessed at the same time. It's a gift and it's a curse, but hey, just go with it. I'm learning not to go against the wave anymore. Just learn just to live life, whatever. Because it's more beautiful than what other people imagine. It's more beautiful. And just enjoying life and living life to the fullest, the best thing. Like I said, I've been lonely for years and years and years, being tricked into a marriage that wasn't really a marriage. It was just failure. When you deal with the horrible people in the world, it's like, wow. I never met people like this a day in my life. So it's like, really deep. But see, you gotta understand, what brothers and sisters really don't understand, the truth do come to the light, no matter what you do. You can crucify me all day. My Heavenly Father got my back. The universe got my back. Only I just gotta do is just keep focused and meditate. I'm almost there. Like, even though I feel that I'm going through a lot right now, at the end of the day, I'm a winner. I'm a champion. In my Father's eyes, I'm a champion. And that's good enough. That's good enough. It was like getting fixed was the most crucial, horrible thing I could ever go through. I had to understand why that had to happen, but if it didn't happen, I wouldn't know the truth that really happened. So it was really deep. It was really deep. Just to go through like that type of pain. It was really deep. Then you find out the truth about a lot of things. It was like, wow. 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 And it's like, you go through so much, and a person would still ridicule you at the end of the day. It's the most horrible crime in the world. So it was time for me just to go move on. I had to fly alone. Eagle fly alone. So it was time for me to leave the nest. But my Heavenly Father got my back. The universe got my back. It's going to get better in due time. That I know. The situation going to turn out better than what I thought. All is well. And all is going to be well. Any pain you could endure to make beautiful things happen, all will be well. Trust me. And I'm so glad that I started meditating. I was so glad I made that transformation. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Even though it came to pain, but beauty become behind pain. So I'm so glad, because the pain was get to know the truth. So it was like I said, it could be a gift, it could be a curse. But hey, I wouldn't take it back for the world, because I knew the truth. And like, when you was tricked all that time, you like, wow. So you mean to tell me 18 damn years of my life is like, whoa. Yeah. Just a hoax. Just a big hoax. Everything was going on under my nose out of that 18 years. It's a big hoax. So I think about, like, I never met a person before in my life that would, like, go that route. You see what I'm saying? We really go that route and do something like that. It was like, it's the most I call it crime. You know, it's not a sin in your father's eyes. It's the most horrible crime you can do. You see what I'm saying? That's worse than a sin when you do stuff like that. That's worse than a sin. And it's just the most horrible crime. Like, I don't get it, but I have to get it now. That's why I said I wouldn't see none. I wouldn't see none of this if I didn't make a transformation. And the transformation don't stop. You keep changing. You keep changing every day. It's like a snake shedding until you finish shedding. I ain't finished shedding yet, so I gotta go through this in order to show my brothers and sisters what I have to go through, so they can understand this audio. So I had to go through this to show you, like, all the things we are going through in life. It's not a person you try to tell brothers and sisters, pardon me. You ain't gotta die for people to recognize and march for you. See, a person can't breathe every day when they get crucified. No justice. So we have to learn to look at these things in matters and formats. Me, I wouldn't go march. Like I said, I'll take it to Trump. Come up with a plan. Nobody come up with a plan. So they rather just destroy the world because they don't want to come up with a plan. So that's life we live in. But I said, no, I'm coming up with a plan, not just a plan, the solution to the problem, to the plan, and boom, bada bang, like they would say. It's going to get bigger than that. Trust me. Like I said, I got the solution to everything. Trust me when I say that. You just don't get it. I mapped this out. My Heavenly Father put the blueprint in me. I see that. I see it all. That's why I said transformation, body, mind, and soul. One day you will understand what I'm talking about. One day when you reach them levels. Because she asked me, the lady asked me, she said, how deep are you? I said, what you mean? She said, what level you at? See, those are the questions that brothers and sisters ain't on at. You see what I'm saying? She's from Moscow, Russia. And she been living, I think she's like 61. And nobody don't see the special questions that, only like being brothers and sisters would ask. But then they know they can talk to you, see? It's a different type of talk. It's a different type of tone. It's a different type of conversation that nobody can understand. What are they talking about? I don't know. But to keep the evil away. So, yeah. She said, how deep are you? I said, I'm very deep. I said, I already made a transformation. She was like, wow. Yep. In what, 2 years? 2 years, yes. Because, see, brothers and sisters, I was awakened. See what I'm saying? I was awakened. Y'all didn't understand. The Son of Man been here a long time ago. Brothers and sisters. You didn't. Those who heard his voice is awoken. You understand? Now y'all get it? Awaken. I guess you didn't hear his voice. I guess you didn't know the signs of the time. You're looking up in the sky, looking for the signs of the time. It's right in front of your face, right on TV. A lot of brothers and sisters didn't understand that one. Right in your face, right on TV. And I looked at it. Yeah. Did he say his children would hear his voice? So I guess a lot of people didn't hear his voice, because I heard his voice. That's why I'm awakened. So I already knew what was going down. The signs of the time. He ain't say in the sky. He said pay attention. Only the true one would know. Only the true one will know. The capital Israel is what? The capital of Jerusalem? Something like that, right? Oh, okay. The signs of the times. Y'all didn't pay attention. Y'all ain't pay attention. A lot of brothers and sisters running around with masks on and stuff. It wasn't cool. A lot of people didn't pay attention. So this transformation was so powerful. It was the best thing that could ever happen because you learn not to even pay that no mind. You learn to look at this and say, man, it's a hoax. This is a big hoax. When we got done doing that, let me know. Hello. That's how you look at it because it was like that. If I didn't make that transformation, I'd been running around with a mask scared just like people, but making that transformation, no. I choose not to. Because how can we say we believe in our Heavenly Father, but when man make a disease, we get scared of? That's deep. So how can we say that? Who are we saying, who do we believe in? All right, your Heavenly Father put a powerful man in the chair and the whole world go against Trump. How is that? That's not your job to do. Your Heavenly Father said love. I'm of love. Anybody that's of hate is of what? The enemy. You crucify this man for what? Oh, this man got a family too. He got a family too. You see the corruptivity in the world? This is how we harm our brothers and sisters. Instead of giving them a chance to do good, we try to ridicule them, destroy them, and we don't supposed to do that. When your Heavenly Father puts something there, that's not for you to question or ask or anything. Just abide by His rules and keep loving. That's how you learn to love your enemies as yourself. Don't crucify nobody Don't crucify nobody unless you want to get crucified. Like He said, he with no sin cast the first stone. So don't start stoning people because everybody got skeletons in their closet. It's just that they haven't been exposed yet. So these are things that brothers and sisters are doing now. You know, I teach more about cleaning up the communities, how we could clean up our community, come together, start having community function, doing things for the community, doing all types of things. And it's like, I see brothers and sisters that rather destroy the community. I see the poverty, I see the sadness, I see the ugliness when you can uplift your community. I see property that's just sitting there where property can be rebuilt and for the community. To have things in the community center for the kids and stuff like that. You know, it was very important for me to start this startup company because that's what I'm doing. I'm starting a startup company, and it's just for brothers and sisters like who got an idea, vision, and dream, and want to take it to them levels. A lot of people work at home, so I'm giving them that opportunity. They can have their own space here and work. You know, look professional. And, you know, it keep their mind created and going to show them in life. I had an opportunity. Somebody did that for me. So I'm opening my doors up for the community. That's what you're supposed to do. So my doors is for the community. Anybody got a little business, they want to start professional. Because it's always good because a lot of brothers and sisters understand a person asks for a business card, you give them a business card. But they can't come down and sit and talk with you. They can't come to your office. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, it's more professional when a person can come to the office and sit down with you at a table, nice desk, and it look legit. You know, so it was more about that. And this was like, been working on this project like for 2 years so far. But through the pandemic, I was trying to figure out how we're going to do it. And then I was like, nah, I'm still going to open it up. I'm not worried about that. It's time, you know, it's more about love and beauty. You know, I'm not getting scared of that because right now the world needs to be healed with love. So my job is way bigger than that. My job is to show people how to love. So my job is more bigger than that. So I cannot put myself in a situation that when I'm built here and what I know here to do. So it's like everything I'm doing now, your life was written before you was born. So it was meant for me to do this. That's why this audio coming out. That's why I had to go through all the trials and tribulation, just to have this time to do this. And sit back and do these audios. And just keep working. And to show brothers and sisters, you can go through so much in a lifetime span. And still stay positive and working. People see me all day, smiling all day, but they don't even know what I'm going through. You see what I'm saying? How can a man go through so much pain and smile at the same time? He got to be connected with the son and the father. That's how he can smile at the same time. This man must be protected. He must be protected all times. He got somebody powerful over him, watching him all the time. Because I ain't see no man could go through what he went through. And it's split in the nick of a time. And he got back up and still smiled at the end of the day. Man, I just feel like writing rhymes. It's just so funny. So to take that strength and power and just run with it, it was unbelievable. But at the end of the day, this is what I had to go through to please my Heavenly Father. Let it be. I told my Heavenly Father, hey, send me that queen, please. Hello. You know, abundant is getting a little boring over here. Getting lonely. But you gotta have a sense of humor. I mean, with me, it's different. You know, it's just that, you know, that's how, you know, that's who get my laugh. But, you know, he know what I mean. He knows it's all good, but it's not like that. But it's like, hey, man, tired of being lonely, man. You know, time to bring it on. With me, my soulmate. And it's only right because, you know what? Everybody deserves love. I deserve to be in love. The whole world deserves to be in love. Everybody deserves to be in love. Real love. Not that fake, authentic love. Real love that you're waking up every day with a person every day and is happy. You see that person that kissing, hey, baby. Yeah, you okay? You looking a little good over there. You know, meet me in there, okay? You know, that type of love. Every time y'all look at each other, y'all always sparkling like little kids. That type of love. You know, I thought that didn't exist, but it do. It do. Because the world stops, so your Heavenly Father is joining soulmates together. People gonna fall in love. And that's gonna change the spark the world and change the world into a different form, because people gonna see true form of love. True form of love. And it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be so beautiful. And I told my Heavenly Father, I can't wait, because it's gonna be so beautiful. When you send me D, oh boy, woo! Now I can't be stopped. When he sent me D, oh boy, he already know. He said that's when he's gonna be 10 times stronger now. You ain't stopping him now. Oh no. It's like having your mojo back. You can't be stopped. When you have that special form of love, and that woman have that, and her just her touching you, calms you down and ease you and smooth you, that's love. That's love. I told my Heavenly Father, I want to wake up all day in love. I want to go to sleep in love. I want to wake up in love. I want to love all day and all night. Because the only thing I know is love. That's all I got is love. I'm not built to hate. I'm built to love. My Heavenly Father know I'm broken. I tell him all the time. Like, yeah, I cry all the time at night. I tell him, hey, I'm broken. Send me that person to heal me. And he know what I mean. We are broken. When your Heavenly Father send you that person to heal you, man, you'll never be broken again. You would never be broken again. And that's what I'm looking for. So I guess I had to go through all this to find that true love. So when I find that right woman, I can give her that true love and a passion and give her the whole world. Because I know who she is. When my Heavenly Father send it. When your Heavenly Father send you that woman, you already know who she is. You fall in love as soon as you see her. That's why. People say ain't love at first sight. I say, yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's where the soul combine. Soul see each other. We like being. Soul see each other. They know. That's why you think people could click real quick. Souls know souls. Some people run from it because they don't understand it. They sit there and like, nah, this can't be. It is meant to be. What's meant to be is meant to be. The more you run, your Heavenly Father gonna keep pushing you. Huh? You ain't going nowhere. Huh? Here you go. Where you going? I'm gonna keep pushing you. Then your Heavenly Father will make that person a real self. And that person don't even know they're real self because it's not that person. See, the soul knows souls, so the souls are trying to connect. But then the brain play with the person and say, that can't be. But the soul like, yes it is. Yes it is. So they just juggling. And how you overcome that through meditation. So when you meditate, directly, you're going to contact with your soulmate. Directly. And you're going to see the big clear picture. You're going to sit back and say, oh, it was that person? I'm telling you, it's a beautiful experience. Very beautiful experience. That's all I can say. Like I said, even when I go to, I still gotta laugh. It's a very beautiful experience. I'm telling you, it's gonna be crazy, man. It's a really crazy experience. Just enjoy that. Yeah, I wouldn't get that off the world. That's a very crazy experience there. Yeah. Very beautiful when you can experience that. I'm so glad the world stopped because I got to know myself. I got to heal myself. And I just got to be happy. And it was the most beautiful thing that I experienced, and I would never take it back. But I had to go through the pain in order to come back. My father moved me out of the situation so I can better myself. And I'm doing it now. Here's the audio to Awaken. Awaken was all about this transformation I made in life. And I found out the truth about a lot of things around me. So yeah, if I didn't do this, I would have still been in foolish love. I would have never knew the truth about a lot of things. It was like, I guess people did all these things to me because they didn't want this audio to come out, they didn't want this book to come out, they didn't want a movie to come out because they the truth. You see what I'm saying? So it was more like it wasn't more about a PFA, but it was more about to see me in jail. Period. It's like, oh, we got to shut him up. The truth gonna come out. You got to do something. So it was more about that, the truth coming out. You see what I'm saying? It was more about that. And I said people would do the wickedest things to stop the truth, but you can never stop the truth. There's other ways around it. I told you, Trump is in the chair. And it's the best time for Trump to be in the chair, too, because he's our president. He's going to be our next president. I'm not even worried about that. You guys are worried about that. He's going to be president again. He's going another 4 years, yeah. So anyway, Trump is in the chair now, so I'm not worrying about that. I'm not worrying about that at all. This is the best time for this book to come out. That's what I'm trying to tell brothers and sisters. The best time for this book to come out. This audio to come out. It's the best time. The best time. See, in order to understand everything in life, you got to map out life. It's you like, I went through life to understand my calling in life. I was walking this earth with no identity, didn't even know who I was. They had me claiming a race I wasn't. Then I found out I'm Native American Indian. It was a different story. That's when my transformation came. When I found out who I was. My whole life flashed, like I said. And I was never the same again. So, yeah. So when I went through all that, it changed my whole respected thinking, wise. And I always kept saying, well, my calling, what I'm here to do. Then I found out all this time, you've been doing it all this time, teaching. And remember, you said you wanted to do this, right? Yeah. You wanted to be like my son? Yeah. Now you're going to have to do what he did. Ups. But there's some pain going to go along with this one. I can't tell you that. Because I don't want you to back down and get scared and say, nah, forget it. Forget it. So it get like that at times, but it's beautiful when you go through it. So this is my audio, Awakening. Hope brothers and sisters like it, share it, and more to come.